know, when you think about off-road, I'm betting you don't think about the Honda Passport. And frankly, neither do I. So maybe that's why Honda has brought me out here to Ocotillo Wells to test out this new trim, the TrailSport. But you guys, daylight is wasting. I want to hit this dirt, so let's see what happens, because I'm just as confused as you. The TrailSport is a new trim for 2022, and it comes along with a mid-cycle refresh. So every single Passport is gonna have this new like unibrow thing that it's got going on. The TrailSport also has a very unique grille with some badging, but what I really wanna show you is in the back. Now along the side, same old, not a lot of changes here. But in the back, we have a little bit of a surprise. I'm talking about these giant tailpipes that are just writing checks that the performance of this thing cannot cash. I mean, it's a bold statement, it's just a little bit out of proportion. Now Honda has given us a few things that's gonna make it a little bit easier to off-road. The first thing is a wider track, but you guys, like, it's not that much. It's 10 millimeters, and that translates to about 0.4 inches. So it's not like this thing is gonna be way more stable than the rest of the trims. But Honda has seen fit to throw a set of 18-inch wheels on this guy with some tires wrapped around size 245/60. And altogether that translates to a wheel and tire package of about 30 inches, which sounds great, right? But you guys, here's the kicker. These are really just all-season tires. I mean, yeah, there's a little bit of trim around the outside that could kind of maybe help you if you got stuck in the sand, but essentially, these are not off-road tires. Now, under the hood, we've got the same old. I'm talking about a 3.5-liter V6 engine, which is good for 280 horsepower and 262 pound-feet of torque, and that's mated to a 9-speed automatic transmission. We got some drive modes here for snow, normal, sand, and mud, but by and large, I mean, you guys, you're just gonna have to drive this the way you think you're gonna be able to drive this, right? I mean, it's not a dedicated off-road vehicle. What you need for good off-road is you need ground clearance, you need geometry. And frankly, the Passport is kind of middling at both. I'm talking like 8.1 inches of ground clearance, an approach angle of about 21 degrees, and a departure angle of 24 degrees. But that 21 degrees, it's without the air dam. And with the air dam on this thing, like, you guys, it's really low in the front. So if you compare this to other off-road midsize SUVs, I mean, you guys, this isn't gonna compare. Like, the new Jeep Grand Cherokee is gonna drive circles around this. But having said that, if you have careful line placement, even with these tires, I mean, you'd be surprised at how far a stock SUV can go, especially with Honda's all-wheel drive system that can throw 70% of the torque to the rear wheels and then split that and send 100% of that torque to whatever wheel has the most traction. Now that's really cool, but again, it's all coming down to tires, because these all-season tires, I mean, they don't have a ton of grip here on the sand, and we're not aired down. So I have seen on the car in front of me, it's a little bit of wheel spin, but if you swap those out for a good set of like BFG KO2s or maybe some Toyo Open Countries, you're not gonna have that problem. In fact, the Passport was wearing KO2s in the 2019 Rebelle Rally, and it earned a 3rd place in the crossover category. And you guys, I've done that rally 6 times. Trust me, it is no joke. So this thing has got its guts. It's capable. You just gotta give it the right equipment. But you guys, here's the good news. Honda has said that it's not against beefing up this Passport, adding some skid plates, a lift, better tires, off-road suspension. We're just gonna have to wait for a couple of years. Until then, well, you just gotta work with what you got. Pricing on this TrailSport trim is right around $43,000, including destination, and it will be available in dealerships, well, pretty much now. Okay, I wanna know what you think. What is the first modification you would make to your Passport to make it more off-road worthy? I think it's tires, but maybe you think it's something else. Let me know in the comments, and as always, be sure to like and subscribe.